Kembali lagi di PO Production,
channel musik paling sangar,
paling original,
paling enak.
Nico is confused, of course.
Oh yeah,
Nico is confused.
Yes.
What we're gonna do for today?
We're going to interview. This is maybe this is our first international guest.
Far from Indonesia, of course.
Far from Indonesia.
So right now we're gonna have an interview with our friend Nico from Xinstinctive. Hello, Nico.
Hello, Nico.
Come stai?
Hi guys. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me.
To be honest, we have our own pressure right now because you are our first international artist that we interview with. And of course, in this video, our friend Shiddiq will join us for today, all the way from Hungary. This is his band, Dejected, with him. A melodic hardcore band from Makassar, Indonesia.
I have several bands with him. Like you have listened like Do That Shit and maybe Dejected in my bio Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So Nico, how are you for today?
Today I'm very good. Actually, very good. Thank you. And you? How's your day going?
It's always hot in Indonesia, of course.
Yes.
We're
really
sweating right
We're
now.
really sweating right now. I cannot tell how smell are my.
In the daylight, it's like 31 degree right now. It's so hot in Indonesia.
Damn, that sucks. Hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate summer.
You had summer.
Can you introduce yourself maybe and introduce your band, and can you tell us about a little history about your band?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm Nico. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Italy. I'm from Pavia, which is a small city near Milan. So I mean, I grew up in Pavia, but you know they say that everything happens in Milan. So I just based all my music career in Milan. So yeah, I play in a bunch of bands. My main band right now, I mean, not main band because they're all main. The band that I play the most, maybe now it's Xinstinctive, which is a straight edge band, like an edge metal band, and it's pretty cool. It's with members of Reprisal. I don't know if you know them, but they're like historic edge metal band. Yeah, it's a pretty recent project. We started like last year. No, 2024. Yeah, March 2024. It was our first EP. We started the band like in December. We got signed by the Coming Strife, and so things are going pretty good for Xinstinctive. I sing in Xinstinctive, then I also sing in a screamo band in Italy called Camellia. Then I also play bass in a beatdown band that is called Terrorist. Yeah, so pretty stupid name for pretty stupid fight music. If you play stupid music, you have to have stupid riffs and stupid names.
Of course, go 100% stupid. What's your biggest influences when you form Xinstinctive? Is there any particular bands that influence you to form Xinstinctive?
I didn't form Xinstinctive, but Marco did it, the guitar player. So his main inspirations are like early 2000s, late 90s Italian edge metal, like Reprisal and Sentence, but also with a bit of influences, like for example, I don't know, Undying and Morning Again. Very melodic art of music that for me sits in between metal and hardcore.
Metallic hardcore.
I think Shiddiq is a pretty big fan of metallic hardcore, isn't it, Shiddiq?
As you know, I
know.
very like metallic hardcore.
I caught him at a Budapest show that I played with Xinstinctive.
Yeah.
He was wearing a beautiful
Great
outfit,
t-shirt,
so I went
yeah.
to compliment him. He has great style.
Because Shiddiq has a pretty good style for hardcore kids in Indonesia. Anak skena.
Anak skena. In Indonesia we call it anak skena, and he's one of
Anak skena.
Yes, one of anak skena.
So by the way, you call yourself edge metal band. Is it really a thing in Europe, or is it a new concept made by you?
Edge metal has always been a thing, like in the late 90s, early 2000. The genre was very present in Italy and Europe in that time, but then it mostly died out. I think leaving space to like more modern genres, like for example metalcore, like I call it laptop metalcore, like those bands that are very heavily produced. There are not as many edge metal bands in Italy, but I hope that they start new bands. I mean, it's a very cool genre in my opinion, and it's something that it's like a breath of fresh air.
You say that Instinctive is a straight edge band, right? How do you discover straight edge for the first time?
Can you tell us your
Can
story?
you tell us your story on becoming straight edge?
My story of becoming straight edge, it's pretty funny because I discovered the straight edge once I was a little kid. I used to mock straight edge people because I was saying, what the fuck are they doing? They think that they're better than everyone. But then I didn't know any straight edge person back in the day. Around 20 years old, I finally met some straight edge people, and I got amazed by how much you can have fun. I mean, for me, you can have way more fun if you're in a social group that doesn't revolve their activities around like social smoking, social drinking, because at the time I used to work at a fast food. Like I used to hang out with my co-workers a lot. We had like almost nothing to talk about except for work. So what we did most of the time was like drinking, but not drinking because you enjoy drinking out of boredom, which I think it's really stupid. I started hanging out more, drinking more, and then I realized that I was working all the time and all my friends were revolving around work, so I got very depressed about it. And so to numb my depression, I started like drinking more and more every day. Like my stomach couldn't keep up with it anymore, and so I said I don't want to live like this anymore, and I became straight edge. And I said, you know what, fuck it, I don't need to hang out with people that I don't like. I don't need to drink if I don't like it. I don't need to act in a certain ways if I don't like it. For me, the main thing in straight edge, not drinking and not smoking, not doing drugs, but for me, straight edge is like acting the correct way, doing what you feel is best for yourself, what's best for your body, what's best for your mind, never giving up to peer pressure. I mean, I respect people that choose to drink, to have fun in whatever way they like, but I mean, don't let it become your master. Don't be a slave to substances.
It is a good choice.
So by the way, Shiddiq is your fellow straight edge person in hardcore scene. So Shiddiq, what makes you committed to become a straight edge? Maybe you have a same experience with Nico, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we can say you are the one of a kind in Makassar that have a big commit to straight edge.
Maybe
He's the first one, a real straight edge in Makassar. Many people in say straight edge, but
he also smokes.
But he's smoking.
They are like part-time straight edge.
Yeah.
Yes, part-time straight edge.
Just for the social media straight edge, I think.
Social media straight edge.
Yeah, social media straight edge, I like it.
So what do you think, Shiddiq?
What do you think, Shiddiq? What do you think about that?
Yeah, this is about our life. Maybe the straight edge is acting for our life. We're gonna to make some mark to our life. Yeah, actually, it's perfect life.
Okay.
Alright.
We're back to Instinctive. You have released EP, right? It's called Take Your Life Back. Am I right?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to tell about with this EP? What do you want to say to people that hear your EP?
What we want to say, I mean, with the lyrics, the concept is like pretty straightforward. I mean, it's called Take Your Life Back because I want to talk about that. Like, don't do stuff that doesn't feel right to you. I want to give like a positive message to not indulge in alcohol or drugs. So the meaning behind the lyrics is mostly that, like, take care of yourself. I mean, just choose to live a happy life and not be constantly angry all the time and slave to substances.
Oh,
like
yeah.
drinking, drugs, and anything. You destroy your body.
More than that, more than substances, I think peer pressure, because I mean, worse than substance abuse for me. It's like doing stuff or not doing stuff or behaving in a certain way just because of peer pressure, because someone has told you to do so, or because someone is mocking you. Do whatever you want. Just do whatever you want in your life and never care about what others tell you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's okay.
Just be yourself and fuck everybody else.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, how long did you make this EP? Is it take a long time or is it a short time to make this EP?
No, it was it was actually, I would say, comically short, and we just recorded like a lot of riffs, like 5 or 6 songs in a span of like 2 weeks. Yeah, no, 1 week. In 1 week, we recorded mostly all the riffs and did like all the drums, of course, MIDI drums. Then we went to the studio like 2 weeks after, Spoon Studio in Como, I think. Shout out to Stefano Santi for making this EP possible. So we recorded everything in Spoon Studio. It was like in a very short time, but it all felt like very natural. Like for me, writing the lyrics felt very natural. The riffs felt very natural. It wasn't like a rushed feeling at all. It didn't feel rushed. We did everything like very spontaneously at the top of our head.
Actually, 1 week. Oh, 1 week is
It's very fast,
It's
man.
really fast.
First time we heard about you when Shiddiq is watching you guys in Hungary. So Shiddiq, what's your experience when you saw Xtintive for the first time?
I was seeing them. It's the most fucking awesome guys. It's very nice band when I hear them. Instinctive is the one of band maybe like a strike edge too. When I heard first time in Hungary, yeah, it's very nice band. It's fucking awesome band.
Actually, I kind of curious and wanted to watch them too. After hearing their EP, both of us really wanted to see you guys live, but we have only 2 conditions: either we go to Italy or
you guys come to Indonesia.
It's most likely for us to come in Indonesia.
Okay. But because fun fact, in Indonesia there's a metallic hardcore, especially in 2000 metallic hardcore movement that emerged in Indonesia. There's a newer band in Indonesia that start to play some metallic hardcore from 2000 in here.
Actually, me and Shiddiq have another project. It's called Level 6. We play metallic hardcore too, like All Out War, like that.
You guys on Indonesia, I see it on Instagram. I see that you mosh really hard, crazy mosh style. They are like made of rubber. They're crazy.
When I play with Do That Shit, it's my band with
Shiddiq.
it's my beatdown band. When I play with Do That Shit, several times I see people
Brutally punching each other
just to reach the mic, just to sing along.
It's actually in our reels. You can check it out because there's people who wanna grab the mic and punch each other just to be the one who reaches the mic.
I've seen some reels. I've seen the one in the big open area. You guys are very, very, very hard.
Right.
So let's talk about hardcore scene in Italy. What can you tell us about the hardcore scene in Italy in general?
The hardcore scene in Italy, we have this sort of stigma here in Italy. Punk hardcore, like, was not born, but one of the most influential countries of punk hardcore, such as Congegno, Attrito, Grandine, like Negazione, Nerorgasmo, all those bands that are more like, I would say, grind oriented rather than groove oriented. So in Italy, for you to be accepted in the hardcore community, you have to sound like those bands from the 80s and the 90s with Giorelia at the time when I was playing in them. What we did was trying to create a new scene, a new metallic hardcore scene. It's not accepted as much because, I mean, people don't understand moshing yet. So they think you are like an hooligan. You think that you're a violent person. You think that they think that you are macho. For a long time, we just had like push pits. The hardcore scene in Italy is not striving at all because people, I mean, they don't get metallic hardcore. I mean, the new kids are starting to understand metallic hardcore, but like the old heads are still stuck that old Nerorgasmo, Negazione type of music. The hardcore community in Italy is like a bit with a big question mark because I don't know how to explain it in any other way. Yeah, because it's like a big cultural clash, and that's maybe the main reason why with Instinctive we play mostly in Europe. We almost never play in Italy. Like, for example, in Milan, we played like a million times in Milan. In Milan, people were moshing, people knew how to behave, but in other cities, they just know push pit. Because, yeah, the main genres in Italy are like metal and punk. I see with my other band, Camellia, which is a screamo band, it's more common. Like, people know screamo better than they know hardcore, like in etiquette and how to behave at a concert. So the hardcore community in Italy is pretty weak, I would say.
It's a bold statement, actually.
Yeah,
that's a bold statement.
Yes.
Speaking of Italian hardcore, can you maybe name us some Italian hardcore that we should listen after this interview? Maybe
after this interview, maybe we already knew Instinctive,
yes.
but maybe
we wanna listen more about Italian hardcore bands.
Giorelia.
Yeah,
It's the biggest things in my life. Giorelia's band.
So, like, there is this band that I used to play, that is Giorelia. I don't sing in that band anymore. Giorelia, Terrorist, Short Fuse, Blair, and then Face Your Enemy. Another band that came to my mind that are friends of ours, Rainswept. They're not heavy, but they're very groovy.
What's your plan after you do your tour across the Europe and maybe you do your first debut? What's your next plan? Can you tell us maybe a little bit about your next plan?
Logistically speaking, is writing new songs and writing a new EP. We want to have a new EP out soon, pretty soon. We hope to get to a lot more cities. We hope to see a lot more places around Europe or maybe around the world if there's the possibility, and meet a lot of people and just have fun, you know, because sometimes people forget that you must have fun. You must do things that you enjoy. For me, the most important part is like doing what I like with people that make me feel good about myself and about what I do, and just enjoying what I do.
we're curious. Maybe it's a new color for Instinctive, maybe.
The new stuff is more, I think, more melodic. I would say a more like romantic vibe. I mean, it's still hard. It still has breakdowns. I think it has even more breakdowns. A bit more emotional, I would say, but with heavier breakdowns.
So 2025, prepare for the new color of Instinctive. So Shiddiq, you wanna add some more about
Yeah,
Instinctive?
you wanna
maybe?
add something more? Maybe you wanna ask more
Your advice maybe.
One thing I would like to say about like young kids who are coming to the scene and play music, you can do it. You have whatever it takes to do it. Just do it. Do it with the people you love, because that's the only thing that matters. Do stuff with your friends, with the people you trust. Do what you like and protect your peace at all time, because there's a lot of people that wanna steal your spotlight. So be kind to everyone. Be careful to everyone at the same time.
That's one of the advice we have to apply in our life maybe.
Actually, Shiddiq, it's really not in our life, but maybe in our scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our scene.
Yeah, they are
Always,
full of people. They act like they're friends, but then the moment that they can fuck you, they will fuck you.
You're right, Nico. There's so many people that they want to be friends with you if you have benefits with them. But if you don't have benefits with them anymore, or maybe something that makes them fun, they will leave you like that.
They're gonna step you
Yeah.
from behind.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're gonna talk shit about you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
I told you, I
True.
Yeah, I mean, we came to this scene. I don't know about you, but I came to this scene. I wanted to find a place where you can be in peace, when you can do whatever the fuck you want, and for people to accept you as you are. But in reality, you notice more with time that it's all a facade. It's all fake. Don't expect that everything shines is made of gold.
So maybe it's the end of the video. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. It's an honor for me. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I
Thank
had
you,
a lot
Shiddiq,
of
for contact us to interview with Nico. You're the best, man.
You're the best, man. Thank
Please
you.
come
Thank you,
back
Shiddiq.
sooner in
Come
Indonesia.
sooner.
Please
Hey.
come back.
Do that shit, and Level 6 is waiting for you. Come on.
Your band is waiting for you right now.
I decided to living here to make a relationship about scene hardcore in a lot of country in Europe.
So, and the most important thing, Forza Italia and Forza Milan.